Today, we're diving into the hilarious world of 1980s comedy movies. This list is packed with slapstick humor, unforgettable one-liners, and stars at their absolute best. We've handpicked some of the funniest, most iconic flicks that defined the decade and left us in stitches. So if you're ready to relive the laughs, or discover them for the first time, sit back, relax, and keep watching until the end for non-stop entertainment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us create even more fun content. When a team of eccentric parapsychologists loses funding for their paranormal research at Columbia University, they decide to start a ghost-catching business in New York City. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and Ernie Hudson bring infectious energy to their roles as Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, Dr. Egon Spengler, and Winston Zeddemore, respectively. Together, they face off against eerie apparitions, from mischievous poltergeists to the towering, destructive Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that threatens the city. Between Venkman's dry wit, Stantz's childlike enthusiasm for the supernatural, and Egon's deadpan delivery of the team's scientific approach, every scene is packed with laughs. "Don't Cross the Streams" is just one of many iconic lines that cement Ghostbusters as a masterpiece that blends humor, horror, and heart, creating a universe so rich that it inspired sequels, cartoons, and a legacy that spans generations. Ferris Bueller, Matthew Broderick, isn't your average high school student. He's a clever, charismatic master of trickery, and he's not about to spend a beautiful Chicago day stuck in class. With a carefully orchestrated plan, Ferris feigns illness to get a day off and convinces his reluctant best friend, Cameron, and his girlfriend, Sloane, to join him on an unforgettable adventure through Chicago. From dining at fancy restaurants to crashing a parade with an impromptu rendition of Twist and Shout, Ferris and his friends make the most of every second. Meanwhile, Ferris's determined principal, Mr. Rooney, is on a relentless mission to catch him in the act. The movie is packed with unforgettable moments, like Ferris's memorable philosophy about life.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
With a blend of wit, rebellion, and heart, Ferris Bueller's Day Off captures the thrill of teenage freedom and the importance of living life to the fullest. Detective Frank Drebin, Leslie Nielsen, is a man who's impossible to ignore and yet completely oblivious to the chaos he causes around him. As he stumbles through his police duties, each investigation is transformed into a series of hilariously outlandish scenarios, from a disastrous attempt to save the Queen of England to a romantic scene that devolves into a chaotic chase. Frank's awkwardness, combined with his deadpan delivery, makes him one of the most lovable yet incompetent detectives in cinema. The movie's fast-paced humor means jokes fly in every direction, often catching viewers off guard with its absurdity and slapstick comedy. Director David Zucker's style combines wit with visual gags that keep the laughs coming. Every scene brims with quotable lines, and Nielsen's straight-faced approach to each ridiculous situation elevates the comedy, turning The Naked Gun into a timeless treasure trove of humor. Airplane is a satirical comedy that pulls no punches, parodying the disaster films of the 1970s with hilarious precision. Ted Stryker, Robert Hayes, a former fighter pilot, finds himself on a commercial flight where the crew and passengers fall ill due to food poisoning, leaving him as the only hope to land the plane safely. The movie's genius lies in its relentless onslaught of jokes, puns, and sight gags. Leslie Nielsen, playing Dr. Rumack, shines with his deadpan humor.
"Can you fly this plane and land it?"
Surely you can't be serious.
"I am serious. And don't call me Shirley."
The film keeps audiences laughing by taking every situation to its comedic extreme, including a hysterical dance scene, a turbulent romance, and an absurd safety briefing. Airplane is a classic that set the gold standard for parody movies, making it a must-watch for anyone who loves comedy. Enter the surreal and spooky world of Beetlejuice, a film that showcases Tim Burton's distinctive visual style and dark humor. The story follows a recently deceased couple, Adam and Barbara Maitland, who find themselves trapped as ghosts in their own home. When an obnoxious family moves in and disrupts their peaceful afterlife, they summon the mischievous bio-exorcist Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, to scare them away. Keaton's Beetlejuice is a whirlwind of energy, an outrageous character who combines crude humor, wit, and a twisted sense of fun that keeps the audience on their toes. His antics bring an unpredictable, wild energy to the film, making Beetlejuice one of cinema's most memorable anti-heroes. With ghostly special effects, a quirky storyline, and a cast of eccentric characters, Beetlejuice is a spooky, hysterical romp that balances dark humor with Burton's unique charm. Set on a snobby golf course, Caddyshack follows the antics of the club's members and workers, including a young caddy named Danny, who dreams of a better life. But the real stars are the eccentric personalities around him. Chevy Chase's laid-back playboy character, Ty Webb, offers wisdom, often in the form of hilarious nonsense, to the young caddies, while Rodney Dangerfield's outrageous Al Chervik wreaks havoc with his loud personality and crude jokes. Bill Murray's portrayal of Carl, the deranged groundskeeper obsessed with killing a pesky gopher, is pure comedic genius, making for some of the film's funniest moments. Murray's gopher-related slapstick and monologues are unforgettable, while Dangerfield's one-liners add a level of hilarity that few comedies can match. Directed by Harold Ramis, Caddyshack is a beloved comedy that uses its setting as a playground for outrageous gags, creating a wild and unforgettable ride. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Steve Martin and John Candy team up for a Thanksgiving journey full of laughs and misadventures. Martin plays Neil, an uptight advertising executive desperate to make it home for the holidays. Unfortunately, his plans are thwarted when he meets Dell, Candy, a talkative and endlessly optimistic shower ring salesman who quickly proves to be the world's worst travel companion. From missed flights to broken-down cars, every attempt to get home becomes a disaster. The mismatched chemistry between Martin's straight-laced Neil and Candy's overly friendly Dell is comedic gold, resulting in scenes that are both laugh-out-loud funny and heartwarming. The film balances slapstick humor with genuine moments of connection, turning it into a classic that resonates with anyone who's experienced holiday travel chaos. Hughes masterfully weaves humor and sentiment, making Planes, Trains, and Automobiles a comedy that also touches the heart. Directed by John Landis, The Blues Brothers takes viewers on a wild ride with Jake and Elwood Blues, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, two blues musicians who are on a mission from God to save their childhood orphanage. The pair's plan is to get the band back together and perform a show to raise the money. Their journey is filled with outrageous chases, run-ins with law enforcement, and musical performances that make you want to get up and dance. Belushi and Aykroyd's comedic chemistry is undeniable, delivering laughs even in the midst of chaos, and their dry humor is the perfect counterbalance to the film's high-energy antics. With cameos by musical legends like Ray Charles, James Brown, and Aretha Franklin, The Blues Brothers is a unique blend of comedy, action, and soul music that has rightfully earned its place in cinematic history. Eddie Murphy is at his best in Coming to America, where he stars as Prince Akeem, a pampered African prince who decides to travel to New York in search of true love. Alongside his loyal sidekick, Semi, Arsenio Hall, Akeem disguises himself as a commoner and immerses himself in the world of Queens, where he encounters an array of colorful characters. Murphy's versatility shines as he plays multiple roles, from the regal prince to a fast-talking barbershop customer, each bringing its own comedic charm. The film's humor lies in the culture clash between Akeem's royal upbringing and the gritty reality of Queens, New York. Akeem's naive but endearing personality wins over audiences, while Hall's reactions as his reluctant companion add a layer of sarcasm that amplifies the comedy. Coming to America delivers laughs and love, proving Murphy's talent and versatility in one of the most beloved comedies of the 80s. Fast Times at Ridgemont High takes a candid comedic look at the trials and tribulations of teenage life, blending humor with relatable moments that resonate across generations. Sean Penn's Jeff Spicoli, the ultimate stoner surfer, brings laid-back charm and humor to the film, capturing the essence of high school rebellion. With scenes like Spicoli's pizza delivery to the classroom and his hilarious interactions with the strict Mr. Hand, the film paints an amusing yet sincere picture of high school life. The movie's supporting cast, including Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates, each add layers to the teenage experience, from awkward first love to the struggles of fitting in. Penn's performance as Spicoli has become an icon of 80s pop culture, and his humorous, devil-may-care attitude reminds us all to take life a little less seriously. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is both a time capsule and a universal tale of adolescent mischief that's impossible not to love. These are just some of the best, but there's so much more out there. Did your favorite comedy from the 80s make it to the list, or did we miss one that deserves a spot? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and add to the laughter. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic trips and top 10 lists. Stay tuned for more.